everybody. This is Janae Jones. Welcome to Polish Planning and Palette. And if this is your first time here, welcome. If you are a subscriber, I love you. And if you want to become a subscriber, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I am doing a spring refresh. Now, there is a pattern that I learned about myself that exists every spring. Now, here in Colorado, it has gotten so warm. It's so warm. It's only March. It's March 21st. The first day of spring was yesterday. However, we've been in the 80-degree range ever since Wednesday. Today is going to be, I think, 86 degrees. When it starts getting warm, I change quite a bit. The heavier bags, the heavier handbags I carry to work, heavier in weight, heavier in size, usually make way for my smaller purses and business bags and briefcases and whatnot. Like, for example, I've had this Kate Spade, I call it my spring bag. I've had this for, about 3 or 4 years now. And I love this bag. Love it, love it, love it. And now that it's officially spring, I was carrying it even when it wasn't spring because I do things my own way. When it's warm and I wanted to carry something that was less heavy, I did. So this is a great bag. However, it's teeny compared to my big old pink Franklin. Oh my goodness. My big old pink Michael Kors that I carry usually, which carries everything. So everything becomes lighter and less in the summer. Now, what I did do is I already had, I'm sticking with Franklin Covey, like I always say. But this fits so nice in my bag with my wallet and my makeup bag and my phone and my sunglasses. So I already still do have Franklin Covey pages from before. However, I have the bigger size, which I still love and I'm still going to use for the rest. Actually, once again, when it hits about October-ish, I start wanting to get into the bigger planner because it had just a little bit more space. And also, they're bigger, and also there's more to do for me in the fall and winter times because there's Halloween, there's Thanksgiving, there's Christmas, there's New Year's, there's all these big holidays that are closer to the end of the year that require a lot of planning and a lot of events that I go to and all kinds of stuff. But anyway, the summer, everything's lighter. So I've had this binder for a while. Matter of fact, these are very inexpensive on Amazon. But I had older Franklin Covey pages. So I am going to show you what I do I ordered myself, at a discount, of course, Franklin Covey's compact blooms pages, which is exactly like the ones I have in my bigger one in the biggie, except smaller. And they're also on sale because it's March. It's almost April. So I got them for, I think, $36. But it's going to take about another week before they arrive. So I am, just like I said, I'm still going to be using my Franklin Covey pages toward the end of the year for my classic. But for now, it's starting to get warm and I like less. And actually I ordered some more tabs too, because these tabs are not it. So anyway, for example, for today, of course, this says, it says the 21st Saturday, June 2025. Of course, it's not June. However, the month of June 2025 was set up very much like March 2026. And so the only will have to add an extra day. So what I'm doing is, and then you guys see some of my plans for the day. I am whiting out, let me get my pen, hold on, to use as, who's Chloe? Who the heck is Chloe? I've gotten a message. Okay. I will white out the June 2025s on here and on this side. And I'll keep the Saturday, of course, because I like having my planner pages on the exact day that they happen. But I will white those out and put in March 2026 instead. And I'll do that for every page that I need until the 27th of March, which is the last day that I'll have to wait for my Franklin Covey shipment. I ordered it through Amazon though, because it's a lot faster through Amazon than it is through Franklin Covey. I love Franklin Covey, but A, they charge shipping. B, sometimes they don't discount, and C, they take forever to get your stuff. So I went, and normally you actually can get it faster, but because it's a discount item, a discounted item, I have to wait a week. They said sometime between March 25th and March 27th, I'll be receiving my pages. So, and I know I could just, do all these pages like this, but that's a lot of work, and it's a pain. Honestly, it's a pain. Oh my goodness. So, no, I'm not going to do all that. Also, I got another one of these. I actually manipulated this from something else that I'd had. But, so this is how I'm going to do this. Let me close my pen, because my pens are everything. They are everything. I love my pens. These Le Pen, see those? They're very inexpensive. I think I may have said something about them before. They are I get them on Amazon. You get a set of 5 or 6 of them for about $9.99. And I just like them because they're lightweight and they have a lot of really beautiful ink. And they do show through my pages. You can see my journal right here shows through a little bit, but it's not, everything is not perfect in life. So anyway, I have a Unjo whiteout thingamabob, and I'm just going to go here. And this is the good thing about Franklin Covey Original, is that when you need to make a change, like I am right now, it's not so obvious like it is with Blooms, because Blooms is pink and yellow and green and all these great colors. But the original is awesome for that reason. Now, I'm just, like I said, this is just temporary for the next week. However, next year, if when I have to get planner pages for 2027, I'll probably go back to, it's kind of boring, I guess, the original planner pages, either in classic or in compact. However, it's nice because I just dropped that. But anyway, it's nice because I know I make a lot of changes. So there's nothing wrong with that. So I'll just go in here, and it's still the 21st. But instead of the June that was there, 2025, I will simply put in March 2026. Now, for those of us that are like perfectionists when it comes to these kind of things, that is going to drive me crazy for a week. But I have to have my Franklin Covey pages. Franklin Covey, as I said before, is the gold standard in planners. There's so many planner companies. I love so many of them. However, Franklin Covey is the best one. So hope you guys can see this. March 2026. And I'll do that for pretty much every day after that until I receive my pages either on the 25th of June or by the 27th of June. And then I will, and this is April of next year, actually this is for 2025 as well. But I have that in there for a reason, because I pre-plan often. I will put something like for the next week. if something comes up for, well, actually, this is the wrong page. Anyway, that's okay. It doesn't matter because I'm only using this temporarily anyway. If something comes up for one of the days in April, I will jot it down here. So when I receive my pages next, whatever day was that, next Thursday, next Friday, at the latest, I will go ahead and just transfer all that information from this little tab to the actual April 2026 tab. And since we're doing it, let's go ahead and have some quotes. I will not change just to court popularity by Margaret Thatcher. In short, if we wish to see anything sensible done about the situation, we will clearly have to do it ourselves. That's Patricia C. Reed and Caroline Stevermer. That's another dual quote. I don't understand how two people can have the same quote. Anyway, that's weird to me. Anyway, okay. Coffee. Oh yeah, coffee. It's Saturday. Saturday's my favorite day. I'm enjoying my slow coffee while I'm doing this. Actually, this is March 25th, 2026. Good communication is as stimulating as black coffee and just as hard to sleep after. By Anne Morrow Lindbergh. And the 24th is people would have more leisure time if it weren't for all the leisure time activities that use it up. That's cute. By Peg Bracken. The 23rd is here is a test to find whether your mission on Earth is finished. If you're alive, it isn't. Oh, I love that. By Richard Bach. And the 22nd, one must be chary. I don't know what cherry means. Looks like wary. W-A-R-Y. Must be chary of words because they turn into cages. Let me read that one more time. With coffee. Hold on. More coffee. Hold on. One must be chary of words because they turn into cages. When I don't know what a word means, and I'm kind of a very proud nerd. I love looking words up. I do it 2 or 3 times every day. For any word I don't understand, I highlight it and look at it later. Look it up later because I like to figure stuff out. Anyway, that's by Viola Spolin. And then today's is be entirely tolerant or not at all. Follow the good path or the evil one. To stand at the crossroads requires more strength than you possess. That's Heinrich Heine. Or Hein. I used to work for a company with a last name very similar to that. It was Hein and Associates, but they dropped that last E. That was one of the accounting firms I worked for 18, 19 years before I started teaching. So anyway, I'm going to just quickly do this. Let's see, let me find where did my thingamabob go? You know, this is not a very big room. There it is. Okay. So anyway, as far as what's going on with me, the girls have been at their dad's, and for Journey, it's her dad's / grandma's house all week for their spring break. And I've been on my own, which is really, honestly kind of strange because I'm so used to them being around. And originally I was not expecting them to be gone so long, but I realized, they need time with their fathers just as much as they need time with me. So it's a good thing that they're there. They're coming back Monday. As far as what I'm going through right now, not much. It was honestly, the week was really chaotic. I could mention something about my personal life, but it's just redundant, so I'm not even going to say anything. Because that person is redundant. It was an ex who apologized to me for doing something unforgivable last September. And I I'm usually one to forgive, and they assumed that I would accept their apology. I said, absolutely not. Apology not accepted, leave me alone. But I didn't say it so kindly. Oh well, what goes around comes around. There's got to be consequences to people's actions. So anyway, that threw me for a loop because honestly, I didn't think I'd ever hear from him again because what he did was reprehensible. Really pisses me off. Still pisses me off. It was from September, September 11th, 2025. And I still am upset about it every time I think about it. But anyway, so that kind of was unexpected and threw me somewhat for a loop. At school, it's been a little bit stressful because the closer it gets to our spring break, and my spring break is different from Journey's. I don't know why the schools do them at different times, but it's kind of inopportune because I'm going to have 12 days off, and my daughter, Journey, who's in 6th grade, will be having her online classes. And so that's kind of weird. This thing is a little off this morning, but so am I. A little higher. Oh, see, I just messed the Wednesday up. Oh, well, oh, well, oh, well. Okay, that's okay. So anyway, the closer it gets to spring break, the kind of weirder. It's not really the kids, honestly. It's not the students. It's the teachers. Were driving me crazy last week. Most of the teachers I work with are decent human beings. Some of them are not. Some of them are snobs. Who, just really snobs. And because I'm a building sub, they want somebody to dump on. And I'm not the one, because I can go from classy to hood in 2 seconds flat. I don't even have to think about it. They call that code switching. I just call it being me, because there's a way that you perform and do things at work, and there's a way I am at home, and it's two completely different things. It kind of has to be, because I'm sure that everybody